gentlemen, let's hop into game number 4.
Given that he is the second place NA champion, I know he has a huge amount of supporters in the crowd. If you'd like to see him tie it up, cheer for Incredible Miracles, Byul! And in the bottom left-hand corner, his timing is impeccable. He may very well give Soulkey a run for his money if he can win this game. If you want to see him advance to the semis, cheer for Soul's Trap! Wow, this is interesting. He's going for a very fast in-base pylon, but it's behind the minerals. I mean, maybe I'm reading in too much, but normally people build the pylon in the back when they want to be going for a fast forge.
Yeah, that's what it does feel like, as you said. The fast forge, just hide it, and he's going to go for a very quick Nexus to begin with, just a 15, no, is it 15x? Yeah, 15x into, well, obviously a forge fast expansion, but we'll find out as he is popping out here. Okay, so we have close positions vertically. What does that mean? What does that entail? What do the players have to kind of adjust in this situation?
It means all that stuff I said about getting easy 5th and 6th bases is total garbage now. Because this 4th is very tricky for both players. I mean, this is hop, skip, and a jump away. Mutalisk can easily harass. Colossus can even stand here and shoot units on that side. And if this is your next option as Protoss, that's going to be kind of icky. If I'm Zerg, though, I'm going to be thrilled. I can hold this watchtower, protect this top side base. This is still a pretty easy watchtower to hold as Zerg too. So, 3 hatch before pool from Byul. That's what you get from getting a nice Overlord scout.
Seeing the Nexus, it's easy to do something like that. Will we have any photon cannon rushes? I do not think so. Already we don't see a second probe out on the map. So Trap, not really that cheeky player to do something like that. Still has a lot of abilities to do +1 timings though.
Yeah.
This is the important part. How are you going to get your gateway, not your gateway, your Overlord inside your opponent's base to check for that +1 timing? That's a tough thing to do. Do you really want to commit an Overlord all the way in the back corner?
Well, this is a good scout opportunity, having this Overlord up at the front. I'd love to note the fact that Trap has not yet built a single cannon. That is the brilliant adjustment. Most people see the no pool and they go, I have to attack now, I have to apply pressure, and if I don't, I'm screwed. Trap says, oh cool, I'm gonna do nonstop chrono boost on probes, I'm gonna tech 30 seconds faster because you can't do any damage to me. Look at that, the good old 5-minute cannon.
Cannon after cybernetics core normally goes down before the gateway.
Yeah,
that's how different this build is. And of course, he has a lot of different options.
This is the part that's really hard to explain to someone who's like watching competitive StarCraft for the first time. He's like, well, don't you just die if you build no units for the first 5 minutes? And you're like, nah, you wall in with a building that can't shoot, so you're fine. But this is how the big boys play. Trap getting himself up the fast warp gate as well. Not going to do anything too cheeky. Going to be going straight for Stargate. Warp gate will allow him to defend.
No +1 timing, so it would have left him just to research it. Obviously, he would cancel it a little bit later if he wants to get Stargate super fast, but if he just makes the +1, maybe Bill reads into that too much and says, oh, I have to watch out, +1 timing.
Yep.
Still taking double gases at reasonable times, 6 minutes. That's pretty fast, actually.
Yeah, it's fast, but at the same time, look at the number of probes, 14, now 15 mining minerals. He is staying pretty damn close to maximum mineral saturation. So that means that Trap is going to be able to accelerate the pace of what should be an expansion. And it is not. Whoops, there's the Robo Bay going down. Okay, now this could be the same transition we talked about earlier. Phoenix into Colossus, but wow, a full minute and a half earlier on the Colossus.
As I said, normally we see it at 8 minutes, but coming at 6:30. Now, because of that, he does have a couple of attacking options. We see this sentry being made in the very beginning stages. This could be some sentry zealot harass or even some sentry drops on top of the ramp. Those are definitely applicable in this situation with clearing out all of the overlords with the phoenixes. You can surprise your opponent really, really fast. And clearing out this overlord over here kind of puts Byul in the dark. Is there a third base coming up or not? So he's going to defend against potential pressure, and he's going to kind of assume that Trap wants to take that third. What will we see first off, though? Is it going to be a Warp Prism? No, a Robotics Bay going down, so he will be doing continuation push after these Phoenixes.
Byul playing fantastically on the macro front. Already has 16 workers mining at each location, throwing down the double spore. Love that with this opening. He has plenty of larvae to spare. Has scout Zerglings everywhere except in the one key spot where Trap actually is hiding. What do you make of this? I mean, there's generally not a good hidden tech opportunity. This looks just like a super late game pylon play.
Yeah, it does. I don't know why he put it out there, but I guess just a spotter? I don't know. Maybe it's just a preference for our Protoss player.
Uh-oh. I think Trap's going to be going for one of those 12-minute double Colossus push timings.
This is really powerful. We see this all the time. And there should be the tip-off to Byul with the amount of Phoenixes that are on the map. There's 4. And there's still no third base, so this is a very common way to do this Hydralisk Den going down.
Now this is the perfect opportunity for Byul. Byul, who's been going Mutalist game in, game out, scouted everywhere, sees just Phoenix and doesn't see a third yet. No third. We're almost at 10 minutes and there's not even been an attempt to take a third. And what does he do? He throws down the Hydralisk Den. Brilliant choice. He's going range first. That's a defensive move. He's saying, I bet you are planning some cheeky attack. He sees just one sentry. All the robo units are hiding at the backside. And most notably, the mothership core is completely AWOL.
And that's a small little read there, too. When you see only 2 sentries, yeah, I mean, technically sentries could be in the main base, but normally you have all the sentries up in front. So seeing only 2 there, you're wondering, okay, where is all of your gas? I'm still expecting something. It's creating this narrative, and now he sees the Colossus approaching on the field. Thermal Lance about to finish, +1, almost finished as well. This is going to be a timing, but is it going to be effective enough? Because 16 roaches are popping out on the field right now.
This is a very nice push from Trap. He sees that the bases are close. Byul answers by building 26 roaches. The R key is strong today.
Oh, man. 30 roaches.
He really needs to get those Hydras out. We got the Spore Crawlers at the front.
I love that positioning, really disabling those Phoenixes from just picking up all the roaches. The Colossus will come in here. 2 Colossus. And now the Roach is getting good flank. Can he get the Colossus?
Not a good angle.
Oh my goodness, Byul is able to take out the first.
Can he get Colossus 2? Zerglings sweeping from behind. Trap caught with the pants down. It looks like there is not a good position here for the Protoss, but the number of units he has is exceptional, being able to cut so many corners in the early game, paying tremendous dividends for the Protoss now.
But it still is a low amount of Colossus, but maybe he's able to snowball this. 11 roaches out in the field. There are 8 roaches, 11 roaches in production, and we'll find out if he can actually stop this. Colossus almost down, picking up the Queen. And he's going in for the flank yet again, Day 9.
It looks like he's trying to target fire down the Colossus, and he gets it down. An incredible snipe. The drones at the front line, absolutely critical for deflecting this attack. They do fall rather quickly. There's 15 roaches on the screen. Trap, long-term game timing attack, whatever he wants to do, it seems to be perfect. Byul does not have enough roaches to answer.
He's about to get them, and a lot of Zerglings about to pop out as well, but he's pushing in anyways. He doesn't want those Zerglings to tank just yet, but Roaches from behind. Will he be able to take out enough of these Stalkers? It looks like Byul
so close.
Might be able to stabilize here, but it's still very difficult with all the Warpins popping out of the Trap.
I don't think he has enough, but suddenly Byul is starting to turn the tide slowly.
Byul wants to go to this game to number 5. Will he be able to? 10 more Roaches out. Or popping out right now. Will he be able to get in time? His natural is not mining anymore, so it's 2 base against 2 base. No more. Well, there is Colossus production right now, so he could actually get this, but the Stalker count is going down now, and I think Byul might be able to hold this, Day 9.
By the skin of his teeth, Byul continues to add fewer and fewer rows of units. The Queen count is low. He can't get the injects he needs. The 1 Spore Crawler at the front helping to protect that small number of roaches. Kiting, so important. Keeping the roaches alive. Keeping all the damage off, and it looks like he might have shoved back, but I don't know yet.
It's still going to complicate with this Colossus on the way. I mean, that Colossus does a lot of damage against those Zerglings, and normally the Zerglings are tanking extremely well, but all the queens are down. He doesn't have a lot of ways to defend against this, and now supply capped. Day 9, I don't know if Byul is going to be able to defend this now. It looked okay, finally pushing back his opponent, but this Colossus is going to be poking in all day long. Trap showing his aggression now in game number 4.
Stuck between a rock and a hard place. Where do you go? Oh, the Colossus not going to take it. Oh, the bait and switch, flooding with the Wart Gate units, throwing down the force fields, trapping the Roaches. Trap, who so many people thought would win this tournament, showing why he deserves a spot in the semifinals, charging through. Byul's microing as best he can, but with no queens, the production is stinted. Supply blocked at 72. The Roach numbers not high enough. The Colossus on the high ground, not gonna take a fall.
And there it is, GG! Trap